Yo, what's up you guys? Welcome to this week's episode of 7-Minute Seminars. This is episode 2. I'm Richard Kavanagh, and this is where we teach you how to hair like a boss, whether you're a pro, an amateur, or just someone who really likes nice hairs. In this week's episode, we're going to talk all about ponytails. Let's kick it off with 3 different positions, the character and persona that the ponytail can create, hot tips on how to make your ponytail even hotter, and then I'm going to show you a real sweet trick for hiding your hairband. So what does your ponytail say about you? Well, it's incredible how much changing your hair can change the way you feel about yourself in the world and the way people perceive you. And there is nothing better to illustrate that than the simple ponytail. For example, in this illustration, this is the same girl on the same day in the same light with the same makeup. The only thing that has changed, apart from the dress and top she's wearing, is her hair. The position of the ponytail has changed her completely. So for example, if you look at the girl with the low ponytail, it feels quite serious, conservative, a little bit more grown up, and kind of more corporate. For example, if I walked into the bank and I met this girl and she was to give me some financial advice, I feel like I would trust her and I feel like she would know what she's talking about. She looks serious, right? Whereas if the ponytail sits more in the middle at the occipital bone there, and it's got that little bit of looseness about it, it feels more like a fashion statement, right? It's a fashion moment. If I walked into a fashion store to buy a shirt or some new shorts, and this girl was offering me advice on what I should purchase, I'm likely to believe her because she looks like she knows what she's talking about. And then if we go to the high pony, remember, this is the same girl, same day, same light, same makeup. But if I turned up for my tennis lessons and there was this girl with her high snatch pony there, and she said, right, grab your bat in that hand and your ball in the other hand and let's go. Well, I'd trust her. I'd believe that she knew what she was talking about because she looks sporty and athletic. So I'm going to give you a little hot tip for each one of these 3 ponytails, and then I'm going to show you a secret trick, which is not really that secret anyway because I've shown heaps of people before. Let's go to the low pony, right? Hot tip for the low pony. Blow dry your hair smooth and use a sharp-ended tail comb to make the parting super tight and clean. When you pull that hair back and gather it at the nape, take your hairspray and from arm's length, spray a light spray over the surface before you smooth out any of those loose little flyaways, and then tie it up. That'll make it look clean and tight and slick. When it comes to this pony that sits in the middle of the back of the head at the occipital bone there, when you gather the hair back, pull it very tight from the sides. Pull it up at the nape, allowing the top to be slightly looser, just very slightly. Then you can run your hands through that hair at the top and loosen it up a little bit. So long as the sides are tight and the nape is tight, that's going to feel as if it's very intentional and not just a half-assed attempt at doing a ponytail. Now, if you want to get your high snatch pony really tight and clean, a little hot tip is to add a few drops of pure oil into your hands and work those through the roots to soften and smooth the roots. Using the oil allows you to get that hair nice and tight against the scalp before you tie it off with your hair tie. Now, here's your not so secret trick on how to hide your hair tie with no pins. What you're going to do is take a small piece of hair from underneath the ponytail and wrap it around and cover up your hair tie. Then take your hairspray, hold the nozzle a centimeter away from that hair that's wrapped over the hair tie and spray the hair with the hairspray until it's completely saturated. Then take your hairdryer with a nozzle on low heat and then just use the air to set the hairspray around that hair tie. That way it's going to stay covered and you don't have to stick a pin in and have an uncomfortable pin jabbing you in your head. Okay, yeah, in your head. Anyway, that was episode 2 of 7 Minute Seminars. I'm Richard Kavanagh. Tune in next week for the next episode of 7 Minute Seminars. See you next week.